3rd and 6. Pressure on Mills. Look out. Throws, and it's going to be picked at the 42-yard line. Gardner Johnson, his 5th interception of the season, and takes it into Texans territory. 2nd and 10. Hurts, time, throws, caught, touchdown Brown. Well, you could only keep him down for so long. And the Eagles take the lead. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Hey, I don't usually do the game ball thing after, because it's hard to see like what happens and everything. We want to really go through everything. But hey, we talked about embracing the short week. Talked about embracing the short week, and one of the things we talked about, right, is that we're going to play fast because we're going to play with staples, and we're going to do what we do, right? And then we said we got to take care of our bodies. The other game ball, all right? I forgot to mention him last week when he had 2 sacks. He had 3 sacks. He had 3 quarterback hits, and he had 3 tackles for loss. Hey, it's just the beginning. Again, to Mr. Lurie, it's the best start in franchise history. No, that's pretty exciting. And we can be proud of that for a couple more days, right? For a couple more days, then it's right back to work.
And like that, your Philadelphia Eagles are now 8-0. You know what I'm saying? 8-0. 8-0. Was there any doubt? All right. Did anybody have any real doubt that the Philadelphia Eagles was going to go down to Houston, Texas on a short week and take care of business after dismantling the Steelers? I didn't have any doubt, man. Welcome to TK Sports Talk. I'm your host, TK, the official, man. Let's just get straight into it, man. All right. There was a great game played by the Philadelphia Eagles. That's what I'm saying. Some of us think that wasn't our best game played, all right? Now, we know in a 17-game season, it's hard to get up week by week by week, which is why Kansas City has 2 losses and Buffalo has 1. Let's make sure we remember that when talking about who's the best team in the NFC or the NFL, because it's a lot of still side talk and back talk and disrespect about who the best team in the NFL is, and some about who the best team in the NFC is. This disrespectful talk about the 40, we'll get into that another time, right? But this is about the Philadelphia Eagles taking care of business on a short week on a Thursday night. Now, listen, we got a lot of veterans on our team, all right? We got a good mix. We got some young players, but we got a lot of veteran players on our team, all right? And what does veteran mean for real? Older guys. Straight up, all right? It means these are the older guys. Me, if you can see, I'm an older guy. Don't let the face fool you. Young face, but I'm old, okay? All right? And so I know that if I played a basketball game, let alone a football game for 1 hour, I couldn't play until the next week. And depending on what happens during that game, if I tweak something or whatever, I might not can play for 2 weeks. All right. Now, these guys have 4 days, not even really 4 days, if you want to be honest, okay, because we got to travel down. It's a travel day. All right. So they really don't have that much time to prepare. And it's really not so much about preparing. All right. Because, yeah, you can scheme for a team. You can look at some things they do, and that can really get you an advantage in the game. All right. But in preparing for a game, guys need time to heal. The recovery. That's what it is. All right? Like, if you played any sports, if you do anything, sometimes you don't even feel like getting out of bed in the morning the next day. Sometimes we don't even feel like getting up to go to work. All right? Because we were up too late one night or whatever the case is. It's the recovery. All right? So that's why a lot of people don't like the Thursday night games, because there's not a lot of good football played by both teams, because you got guys who just are not able to give you 100%, even if they were 100%. All right, because naturally they're tired, and it takes time. Some of these guys, like, it just, it might take a quarter before their body loosens up enough to get back into playing the way they need to play, and it's just a real thing. So the Texans came out and they scored on their first opening drive of the entire year. Is that any shock? Is that any surprise? We just talked about this. It's a short week. Not too much game planning. Guys are tired. Guys are sore. That's really what it is. Guys are sore, all right? But the Eagles battled as they do, as I knew that they would, all right? There was never any panic, which is what I love about this team, which is what I love about this coaching staff. I mean, I just see it from the coaches. There's no panic in the coaches. There's no panic in the players, period. And each and every time that they're out there, I just know that they're going to dominate, all right? And the Eagles dominated. They dominated with big plays in the run game. They dominated with big plays in the passing game. Jalen Hurts was 21-27 for 243 yards and 2 touchdowns with 23 yards rushing. All right? 21-27. That's only 6 incompletions. 128 passer rating or some number like that. All right? That's a great, efficient day from Jalen Hurts. A couple of those passes he had to throw away. We had some line protection issues as well. All right? So just imagine how much of a cleaner game we could have had and what the outcome could have been. Miles Sanders. Big gains in the rushing game today. 17 yards rushing, 93 yards, and a touchdown. All right? Now, I don't have the average, what his average yards are, but that's how you know a running back is rushing good, by their average. 17 for 93 sounds about a little over 4 yards to me. Is it 5? Yes. Maybe close to 5. All right, just doing the math off of my head. Okay, I'm just trying to see someone over 4. I know that for sure. All right, that's a great day rushing the football. All right, AJ Brown, 4 receptions, 59 yards and a touchdown. Okay, Devontae Smith, 2 catches, 22 yards. But Dallas Goedert, 8 catches, 100 yards and a touchdown. I'm mad at myself that I did not get a chance to make the bets that I needed to make before the game because I knew that the Texans played a cover 2 defense. And so what does that mean? That means we're going to run the ball and we're going to work that middle of the field. All right? We're going to hit the hole. We're going to hit the seam. That's what you got to do when you're playing in Tampa 2. All right? And Dallas Goedert had a great game. Again, which leads me to coaching and which leads me to this team. And why I'm so comfortable with watching us play is that we can win games any way necessary. You want to play cover 3? All right. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, we taking them shots up the sideline. All right. Make sure your safety gets over there. If he don't, you already know what's going to happen. All right. Or we running some other kind of routes. Cover 2. All right. Boom. We're gonna hit the little hole slots. We're gonna hit the seam, and you playing them 2 safeties back there. We're gonna smash that ball down your throat because you know we like to do that. Yeah, you don't know that we just can do that. No. We like to do that. All right? So we know that we can play no matter what the strength is to a certain team. You got rushing ends. We hit you with that RPO game. Slow your ass up. All right? That's what I love about this team is that every time I watch them, I'm confident in what's going on. All right? On the defensive side of the ball, again, the best secondary in the league. We've been saying it for the longest time. James Bradbury, all right, they tried him on that one. The young boy out there, he got a good catch on that. Bradbury slipped a little bit, not quite sure what happened. He looked like he wasn't really too fooled on the route. I'm thinking he slipped a little bit because the young man barely did the out. He did the up, but he barely did the out on the out and up. So I don't think he really fooled Bradbury too much. I just think Bradbury tried to put his hands on him on the jam and kind of like didn't really get him real good and kind of like slipped a little bit. And because of it, he got beat a little bit. So whatever. But guess what? He redeemed himself, got a pick. All right, didn't give up that many yards after that. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, my man did it again. Okay, my man did it again. Another pick, your leader in interceptions. Okay, CD Juice, 5 on the year. And Javon Hargrave. You know, we've been giving Javon Hargrave a lot of slack, man. You know what I'm saying? Been giving him a lot of crap, I should say, because he just hadn't been showing up the way that he's supposed to have been. All right? 5 sacks in the last 2 games, 3 sacks in this game. He looked unstoppable. He looked fast. He looked agile. He looked powerful. And I'm not sure if Josh Sweat is getting some attention. I'm not sure if the new addition to the right side, my man, his name escapes me right now, and it's so shame. He hadn't made any plays right now. Number 98 for us just got traded from the Bears. My man Robert Quinn. I don't know if people are a little shook about Robert Quinn over there and are giving a little bit more attention to him and allowing Hargrave to get the one-on-one. But, man, he's getting after it, man. And I like that, man. We can get him. If he can stay after it, we can get a little bit more production out of Fletcher Cox. We got to get some pressure from the end. So Sam Reddick is doing his thing, but my man Sweat, I ain't seen you since the Redskins game, bro. Excuse me. Maybe we can edit that out. I ain't seen you since the Commanders game, buddy. So, Brandon Graham, you get the pass, man. You the old man on the squad, but you still bringing that energy. You still stopping that run. You still getting up in there when you can, all right? And if Javon Hargrave and Fletcher Cox can keep getting that pressure up the middle and that quarterback got it flushed out the pocket, I know you going to be there. But we want y'all to come around that edge so that quarterback got to step up. You know what I'm saying? We want him to step up. And then Fletcher Cox, Javon Hargrave, Milton Williams, Jordan Davis when he comes back off the IR, and Tui Pelotu, and whoever the hell else they got in the middle of that field, those monsters down there in the middle, man, that's up there gobbling up the run game. And speaking of the run game, no secret, okay? Listen, we haven't been the best in the run game this year. All right, the game against Detroit, the numbers were so crazy that it just made the numbers look bad for the entire year. But no secret, when you're holding a big lead and you're playing teams for the pass, they try to hit you with a couple draws, they try to hit you with a couple runs, a couple gashes, a couple this, that, and the third. Last night, I'm not going to say that was the case. We know that the best game for the Texans was to run the ball. At the same time, I mean, we're not going to be stupid and commit all our resources to stopping the run and leave us out there and let us be susceptible to a big play over the head, okay? So we felt like we can stop the run. We tried to do what we could do to stop the run. The Texans are a good team. They're a bad team, but they're a good team. The difference between good and bad teams in this league, for real, is teams that know how to finish, teams that know how to win. You know what I'm saying? Like Detroit, all right, they might be a bad team, but listen, if they knew how to win some games that they were in, their record wouldn't be 1-6. And that's the difference between teams that know how to finish, teams that know how to win, teams that got smart coaches. Like, these are things that make the difference. These games in the NFL, very seldom do you see any blowouts. Very seldom do you see that. Every once in a while it happens, but very seldom do you see any blowouts. So there are little nuances, man. When they talk about it's a game of inches, yes, that means that little separates the winners from the losers, man. So bask in the glory of another victory, man. Another victory for the Philadelphia Eagles as we got a nice little bye week to go into. Nice 11 games off, and that'll be good for everybody. Man. We come back on a Monday night against the Commanders. Maybe we'll see Josh Sweat again. Anyway, man, listen. Eagles are 8-0. I love it, man. Go Birds, fly Eagles, fly. And I'll see y'all next time on the next episode, man. It's your boy TK the Official. This is TK Sports Talk. I'm out.